Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. STEFAN'S secret meeting, Xander's argument, Ava's plea to Harris. Days of Our Lives reveal that Xander Cook will maintain with Rafe Hernandez to see that he's being framed for a crime he's not responsible for. Although Justin Kiriakis and Sarah Horton will back Xander up, Rafe has to follow the substantiation then, and it presently points straight to Xander. Still, it's easy to see that Xander is telling the verity about his innocence. There are further exposures to come regarding who went after Harris Michaels on the lading wharf. Whether Stefan DiMera actually pulled the detector or not, he's surely tangled up in all this. Day spoilers say Clyde Weston will push Stefan to visit Statesville on Friday's DOL occasion, so they LL have a tense meeting. That could be when it LL come clear Stefan is far more involved in Harris' terrible fire than he wants Ava Vitali or the Bobbies to know. Speaking of Ava, she LL sit by Harris' sanitarium bed and deliver a sincere plea for him to awaken. Ava will open up about her love for Harris and hope they still have a chance to pursue a happy ending together. Harris is set to wake up as the week of February 26–March 1st kicks off according to Day's spoilers, so the February 23rd thriller might set the stage for that as his eyes flutter open. Ava's going to be relieved once she knows Harris is okay, but he LL remain in peril due to Clyde Weston's moping trouble and Stefan's forced cooperation. Other Day's spoilers say Constantine Maliunis will try to back Steve Johnson into a corner. Although Constantine will push for further information about the pawn, Steve may be in no mood to deal with him. Steve has formerly been probing Everett Lynch aka Bobby Stein to help Stephanie Johnson, and now he has to carry out a hunt for Trip Johnson and Wendy Shin as well. It's clear that Steve's family has to be the precedence right now, so he may lash out at Constantine and contend this discussion will have to stay. Days of Our Lives spoilers say John Black's history will come back to hang him in some surprising ways down the road. Xander's plea, Clyde vs. Stefan, Con's demand, Ava's heartfelt confession. Days of Our Lives reveal that Xander Cook continues to maintain his innocence. Clyde Weston processed Stefan DiMera to Statesville prison. Days of Our Lives spoilers highlights Ava Vitali pours her heart out to an unconscious Harris Michaels. Away, Constantine Maliunis demands answers from Steve Johnson. Days of Our Lives, Clyde Weston summons Stefan DiMera. DOL state that Clyde processed Stefan to Statesville prison. Stefan formerly advised Ava to stay down from Harris and the sanitarium. Days of Our Lives Xander's plea, Clyde vs. Stefan, Con's demand, Ava's heartfelt confession. Of course, Ava wouldn't be suitable to do that without a darn good reason, which Stefan can't really give her. Stefan did say it would be better not to arouse dubitation. But he was talking about Clyde and not the Bobbies. In any case, in occasion, Clyde will call Stefan to come up to the captivity. Since we know from coming weeks spoilers that Stefan goes to finish Harris off, that will probably be what the discussion with Clyde entails. DOL Ava Vitali's heartfelt confession. Speaking of Harris, he's still unconscious after being shot. Ava tried to tell Rafe Hernandez, Galen Gehring, the Cliff Notes interpretation of the situation. Also read DOL spoilers couple trapped, pretender exposed, united front still, Rafe just ended up more frustrated and confused. Also, Ava turned to Steve when Trip Johnson and Wendy Shin ended up missing. Ava will ignore Stefan's advice and go to the sanitarium. Ava will pour out her heart to an unconscious Harris. Days of Our Lives Xander Cook's innocence plea. Days of Our Lives reveal that Xander will continue to maintain his innocence to Rafe. With Ava's newest concession, will Rafe let Xander go, or could that complicate the medicine disquisition? It's possible that Xander might need to be the fall Joe just a little while longer until Clyde can be taken down. In the meantime, Xander will continue to be supported by both Sarah Horton and Justin Kiriakis. Also read Days of Our Lives star Deidre Hall opens up about John's history as the pawn. DOL on suckers can also anticipate Connie to have another battle. Constantine will demand answers from Steve. What will Constantine do next, and what does it mean for John Black and Maggie Horton Kiriakis? Which plot are you looking forward to seeing the most on? Partake your studies in the comment section below. Flashback to keep watching The Cleaner on Peacock to find out what happens coming. Did Teresa plant substantiation to frame Xander for Harris firing? Days of Our Lives spoilers indicate that Teresa Donovan has been under Constantine Meliani's thumb since before they left Greece. Teresa and Constantine decided that Alex Kyriakis was the more applicable choice to be Victor Kyriakis' long-lost son. Did Teresa also plant the substantiation to frame Xander for shooting Harris Michaels? Days of Our Lives Constantine Melianis wants Xander Cook out of his way. Days of Our Lives spoilers indicate that not only does Constantine dislike Xander, Constantine wants Xander out of the way because he interferes with Xander's plans for Maggie Kyriakis. Constantine wants Xander as far down from Maggie as he can get him because Constantine wants Maggie's plutocrat. Days of Our Lives, did Teresa plant substantiation to frame Xander for Harris's firing? Constantine is one of the only people who know the verity about Xander's lineage, and he has no intention of allowing Xander to find out that he's Victor's heir at law. Constantine is determined to get what he believes he's owed from Victor, and he knows Xander would not allow that. Xander knows Constantine is over to no good. DOL Teresa Donovan hates Xander Cook. Teresa hates Xander, and if the verity comes out, Teresa knows she'll lose Alex as well. It would not take a lot of persuading to convert Teresa to frame Xander for attacking Harris. Still, all Constantine would have to do is hang to expose Teresa's part in naming Alex as the unknown son. Teresa claims that she wants to be a better person, but she'll do whatever it takes to cover herself no matter who gets hurt by it. Teresa presumably would not argue about framing Xander as vengeance over effects he has done in the history. Xander has not been a burlesque person for the better part of his life. Days of Our Lives Teresa Donovan is determined to marry Alex Kyriakis. Teresa's number one precedence is to marry Alex. Teresa is inescapably in love with Alex, but she likes him and she can't have Brady Black. Teresa has come on to Brady a couple of times since she has been with Alex. Alex is extremely jealous of Brady. Still, Alex is far from ready to get married himself. Did Teresa plant this substantiation to make sure Xander was arrested for shooting Harris? Will Xander go down for a firing that he knew nothing about? Has trying to be a gentleman when it came to Sarah Horton, Lindsay Godfrey, been one of the biggest miscalculations Xander could make? Should Xander have stayed home with Sarah rather of taking that run? Couple trapped, pretender exposed, united front. Days of Our Lives allude at some explosive moments in the land of Salem. Days of Our Lives highlights a couple has been abducted, while an pretender is exposed, and two parents present a united front. What kind of drama is set to unfold during Thursday's show? Time to dive right in. Days of Our Lives Wendy Shin and Trip Johnson are trapped. Days spoilers for Thursday, February 22nd suggest that Wendy Shin and Trip Johnson will realize they've been abducted. Last suckers saw Trendy, Officer Goldman lead them down from the domain as they were on the geocaching scavenger quest. Days of Our Lives couple trapped, pretender exposed, united front. Since also, Trip's missed work, where Ava Vitali was lately notified by the sanitarium that her son hasn't been seen. Speaking of Ava, added teasers for Thursday's show indicate that she slipped the sap to Rafe Hernandez, Galen Gehring, about the deal she struck with Harris Michaels. What will his response be? Days Steve Johnson digs the dirt on Everett Lynch across city. DOL reveal that it sure pays off to have a private investigator as a pater. Also read, Days of Our Lives appearances and goings. Lamont Archie and Sal Stowers are back. That's because Steve Johnson will prove to Stephanie Johnson that Everett Lynch is and who he claims he is. Meanwhile, Jada Hunter will try to gather substantiation to prove to Everett that they did partake a connection. Days of Our Lives Brady Black and Teresa Donovan present a united front incipiently. Days spoilers for Thursday's show note that Brady Black and Teresa Donovan will visit their son Tate Black and present a united front. Brady's been bothered that Tate has underpinning resentment toward him, especially when both he and Teresa entered letters from their son some days back. Teresa's letter sounded far more endearing than the one transferred to Brady, which has him upset. How will Tate's visit go? Suckers will have to tune in to find out.